I guess it's time. What's goody? What's goody? Welcome back to another episode of Anime Blitzo. We're continuing this. This is episode 5 of Anime Blitz. And if you saw our last video, it was all about My Hero and quirks and all that. So we decided to make a new episode about abilities in general and all the animes that we've watched or witnessed. What ability will we choose from those anime and why? So this will be a short video, and thanks you for stopping by as always. Um, I'll leave the I'll leave it to you first, unless you want me to go first.
You want me to start? I always like going second, but
All right, I'll go first then.
I'll go first. I'll make a deal. I'll go first on the next one.
All right, so going by all the stuff I've seen, abilities, and like who I'd rather be as a total of anime, I think I'll be a Saiyan. And
Yeah.
I'll be a Saiyan because
it makes sense.
I would be a Saiyan. I grew up watching Dragon Ball and watching Goku and Vegeta and all of them evolutions, Gohan, everybody, Broly, yeah, you name it. From I'll just be a Saiyan. You train. Even when I was younger, I used to do exercises and it's like Dragon Ball form. I used to punch and stuff in my garage, do lift up and try to pick up heavy stuff and everything and train, like pretend it was like anti-gravity and stuff like that, like all like extra gravity. I used to do all that stuff when I was younger. My cousin could attest to that. When I used to live in Florida, we used to train and stuff, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, and I got a little stronger because of that. I'm just like, you know what, this is I never gave myself power level, but I was just like, you know what,
You'd be Raditz.
level 5.
No, that's what you get from playing me and call me Krillin in the last one.
You're obviously stronger than Krillin. But I'll be a Saiyan, and the reason I'll be a Saiyan because of all I just said. The ability to train and get stronger, the ability to fly, have key blasts. You'll be able to transform and continue to like the sky's the limit with your power. You can be a hero or a villain, whatever you want to be. Protect the earth, and they can't breathe in space, but you can travel and stuff like that. But I think that would be my power from all the animes I've watched, and there've been some great animes, but nothing's OP like Dragon Ball. So I'll have to be a Saiyan. All right, go ahead.
Well, just so I could go second and say I would beat you, I'd have the power of Saitama. One Punch Man has never lost. No, that's not actually what mine is. Honestly, I would love to be a Saiyan, and that probably would be between like my number 1 and my number 2 ability.
That's your original number 1, the Saiyan?
I don't know. I'm battling between 2, so I guess like for the sake of argument, I would go with having a Zanpakuto from Bleach.
See, I never watched Bleach, so what is that?
So a Zanpakuto, it starts off looking like a regular blade, regular sword, katana, well, whatever you want to call it. But with their, I guess a sword release would be more in a Rankai. It still technically would be a release. They all have their own abilities, so they all have their own unique abilities. So I guess in order to compare it so you guys can understand, it would be like having a quirk but released from a sword.
Okay.
So it's Ichigo, who the main character is, his release is Heavenly Light. It's called Getsuga Tensho, and it lets out a huge blast. And so that's the Shikai version of it. So like that's just the first original version of it, and then you have a Bankai, which is the next release, which is ultra powerful. So there's this
So is it from yourself that you put it in a sword, or is it the sword has it?
The sword has like these own abilities, but your soul is connected
to the sword.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but the sword itself, like technically, has its own spirit dwelling like within it.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what gives it that ability. Like there's some powerful ice users, there's powerful fire users. Like the captain of the whole Soul Society. His is fire, but like it literally, like if he unleashes his Bankai, it unleashes Sorry for that short interruption. Just had a gun pulled on me. But nah, no joke. Whole situation's been rectified. Yeah, but no. So no, the captain of the whole Soul Society, his his Bankai just releases huge towers of flames that literally incinerates anything that touches it. So I mean, I definitely would want the power of the Zanpakuto. Now, in terms of what ability would I want?
So you can choose what ability.
Well, you don't get to choose. Like the power is literally like just it's almost like a quirk. Like it's just
whatever's like in you.
Yep.
Okay.
It's whatever.
Is that why the person he helped in the first episode? I watched the first episode. They had she had like ice.
Yeah.
So I was basically her.
Yeah, Rukia has ice. Another one of the captains is actually a stronger ice user currently than Rukia is. Rukia's brother. He releases. It's actually dope. Like it sounds funny, but he releases cherry blossoms. But it's actually one of the most OP forms because it's offensive and defensive. Like he's like within a circle, and these cherry blossoms like go around him, and they're like highly. They have high attack powers, and then when he releases his Bankai, there's actually a whole bunch of Zanpakutos that surround him, and he could either turn those into cherry blossoms, or he can use them as actual Zanpakutos that have the same amount of power as like a regular Zanpakuto. So it's like it's pretty cool.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what other like really cool ones there are. Like Renji, I'm not the biggest fan of his. Like his is the Beameru, and it like releases like first it's like this huge linked snake, and it can like come apart, and then his Bankai is he heals a Beameru, and it's like it can fall apart, and then it can turn into a huge explosion. I'm just not like the biggest fan of his, but it's like it's cool. Like there's so many different ones. Like another one of the captains, he actually looks like a beast, but he releases this big old giant behind him. Mm-hmm. And then it goes down to being as simple as Kenpachi, who's arguably the strongest Shinigami. He's just powerful. Like he just has a whole bunch of like soul energy. So if I could choose like having one of their abilities, I guess like just because like I just love Ichigo's. His Bankai sword actually becomes black. And it's almost like there's no like I remember they made fun of his like when he first like released his Bankai. They're like, this is your Bankai state, you haven't like trained long enough, and then all of a sudden like he's the fastest Shinigami there was, and then he still releases his Getsuga Tensho, and it's like lets out this huge like black blast, and then he has a final form of it. It's called the final Getsuga, but then he loses his ability to be a Shinigami if he uses it, but he becomes like just
so it's kind of like an OP kind of thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'll give it to you. I still gonna need to watch Bleach to appreciate it all. So this maybe
you watch Bleach. I still won't watch One Piece.
That's why I won't watch Bleach. But maybe I'll get into it. But yeah, I mean, I love to be a Saiyan. And it was
Shinigami.
Shinigami.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the comments which one you rather have, being a Saiyan or Shinigami.
Being a Shinigami is so much more unique than just being a Saiyan. Like literally, you could have limitless capabilities with that Zanpakuto.
A Saiyan, you have limitless capabilities of doing whatever you want.
In terms of just being powerful.
What else do you need?
This is true. So far, like Ichigo's power still hasn't been fully realized.
Fully realized? Okay.
Yep. Because now, like in the manga, like
story.
he's part Shinigami, he's part uses Fullbringer, and then he's also part Quincy.
Okay.
Which Quincy's use arrows.
Okay. So I need to look and get into that more to see to fully compare a Saiyan versus a Shinigami. But let us know in the comments what you guys would like to be. If you had all of anime at your disposal, what would you have from them? And thanks again for watching. You know, it's Mike Funny, Poppin' Stories, my good friend Ron. As always, Anime Blitzo. Thanks for watching episode 5. Episode 6 will come soon. Have a good morning, afternoon, night. Peace.